Did you know that nearly 50% of couples who seek marriage counseling end up stronger and happier? It might surprise you, but research shows that couples wait an average of 6 years of unhappiness before they get help. That's 6 years too long. Welcome to 6 Tips to Maximize Your Marriage Counseling Sessions. This isn't your typical relationship advice. We're diving deep into unique strategies that will transform your counseling experience. From setting the right mindset to mastering communication, these tips are designed to make your relationship thrive. We'll share secrets like how to tackle those tough topics you've been avoiding and the power of compromise. You'll learn why doing your homework can make all the difference and how to reflect and recharge after each session. Ready to uncover these game-changing strategies? Let's get started. Chapter 1: Setting the Stage for Success. Before you walk into your first marriage counseling session, consider this: your mindset can make or break the progress you're hoping to make. It's like stepping into a garden, you must prepare the soil before you see any bloom. Preparing for counseling isn't just about showing up, it's about coming ready to explore and possibly change. Start by setting personal goals. What do you want to achieve through counseling? These goals shouldn't be about changing your partner but about personal growth and understanding. Understanding ourselves and the patterns we bring into our relationships can be transformative, says Dr. Jane Greer, a marriage therapist and author. Being open-minded is crucial. Entering sessions with a willingness to see your partner's perspective can lead to profound insights. Think about it like this: every story has 2 sides, and in a successful session, you get to read both chapters. Prepare to be honest, not just about your partner, but also about yourself. Transparency is the cornerstone of effective counseling. This doesn't mean the sessions will always be comfortable, but comfort often doesn't lead to growth. Communication before each session can also set the stage. Discuss with your partner what you both wish to address. This pre-session chat can prevent surprises and ensure you are both on the same page. Lastly, remember that patience is your ally. Change won't happen overnight. According to a study from the Gottman Institute, couples wait an average of 6 years of being unhappy before seeking help. Don't rush through the process, true growth takes time. Chapter 2: Communication Codebreakers. Effective communication is more than just talking, it's about making sure you're heard and understanding your partner. Marriage counseling often highlights the gaps in a couple's communication styles. To bridge these gaps, start with active listening. This means listening to understand, not to respond. When your partner speaks, focus entirely on their words, not on what you want to say next. Using I statements can radically change the tone of your conversations. Instead of saying, "You make me angry," try, "I feel upset when this happens." It's a simple twist of language that can prevent your partner from feeling attacked, keeping the doors of dialogue open. Nonverbal cues are also part of the communication puzzle. About 55% of what we communicate comes from body language. Are your arms crossed? Is your posture open? These signals can say a lot about how receptive you are to the conversation. Feedback is another key element. After sharing, ask your partner what they heard you say. This can help clarify misunderstandings right on the spot and enhance mutual understanding. Lastly, remember the power of timing. Discussing sensitive issues right after a stressful day might not be the best time. Pick a moment when both of you are calm and less likely to be defensive. With these strategies, every counseling session can become more productive, paving the way for deeper connections and understanding between you and your partner. By focusing on preparation and communication, you're not just going through the motions of counseling, you're actively participating in the growth of your relationship. Chapter 3: The Art of Compromise. Compromise isn't just about giving up what you want, it's about creating a new solution that both partners can embrace. As the saying goes, compromise is a sign that your relationship is more important than your ego. Start by identifying what's non-negotiable for each of you. These are your relationship pillars. Everything else? That's where compromise lives. Remember, compromise involves flexibility. If you're too rigid, you might just snap. Try to approach each discussion with a few possible outcomes in mind. This flexibility shows you're open to finding a middle ground, which can encourage your partner to do the same. It's also helpful to take turns speaking and listening during discussions about compromise. Each partner should have the chance to express their feelings and needs without interruption. Think of it as a tennis match where the ball needs to go back and forth smoothly. Sometimes, finding a compromise means agreeing to disagree. According to a Pew Research study, nearly 58% of successful couples agree that having different opinions doesn't necessarily mean having bigger problems. They find ways to respect each other's views and live with them peacefully. Lastly, celebrate the wins. When you reach a compromise, acknowledge it. This reinforces the benefit of coming together and can make the next compromise easier to reach. Chapter 4: Homework Heroes. Homework in marriage counseling isn't about busy work, it's about practicing what you've learned in the real world. Assignments might include date nights, communication exercises, or journaling your thoughts. The key is to approach these tasks with earnestness. Make a schedule for your homework. Just like you wouldn't skip a meeting at work, don't skip on these assignments. They're crucial for your relationship's health. A study from the American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy shows that couples who actively engage in post-session assignments report higher satisfaction rates. Journaling can be particularly powerful. Writing down your feelings and experiences can help you process them more fully. It's not about keeping a diary, it's about discovering insights that might be elusive in the heat of the moment. It's also good practice to review your homework during your sessions. This can help your counselor understand where you're succeeding and where you need more support. Think of it like showing your work in math class, it helps the teacher help you. Finally, keep an open mind about these tasks. They might seem simple or even unrelated, but they often create breakthroughs. Like a puzzle, every piece you place, even the small ones, helps complete the bigger picture of your relationship. Chapter 5: Tackling Taboos. Addressing the tough topics in marriage counseling can feel like walking on thin ice, but it's necessary for deep growth. These are the subjects that often get swept under the rug, only to resurface later. Start by creating a safe space for these discussions. Both partners need to feel secure and respected to open up about sensitive issues. One strategy is to set boundaries before diving into these conversations. Agree on what is off-limits and what is essential to discuss. This helps prevent the discussion from spiraling into a fight. Using a timeout system can also be beneficial. If the conversation gets too heated, agree to take a break and come back to it later. According to Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship expert, couples who use this technique are more likely to resolve conflicts effectively. Discussing financial stress is often a major taboo. Money issues are a leading cause of marital strife, but addressing them head-on can reduce anxiety and resentment. Try setting up a monthly financial meeting to discuss your budget, goals, and any concerns. Sexual intimacy is another sensitive topic. Many couples struggle to talk about their sex lives, but open communication can significantly enhance intimacy. A study in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy found that couples who discuss their sexual needs openly have higher levels of satisfaction. Remember, tackling these taboos is about healing, not hurting. Approach each topic with empathy and a genuine desire to understand your partner's perspective. Chapter 6: Reflect, Recharge, Reconnect. Reflection is a powerful tool in the counseling process. After each session, take some time to think about what was discussed. This helps solidify insights and make them actionable. Journaling your thoughts can be particularly useful. Writing about your experiences can provide clarity and uncover patterns in your behavior. Recharging after a session is also crucial. Counseling can be emotionally draining, so it's important to find ways to relax and rejuvenate. This might mean taking a walk, meditating, or simply having a quiet moment to yourself. According to the American Psychological Association, self-care is essential for mental health and well-being. Reconnecting with your partner post-session can strengthen your bond. Try to engage in a positive activity together, like cooking a meal, watching a movie, or simply talking about something light and fun. This helps balance the emotional intensity of the session with positive experiences. Using the insights gained from counseling in your daily life is key. Apply what you've learned about communication, compromise, and tackling taboos to real-life situations. It's about making small, consistent changes that lead to big improvements over time. Lastly, keep an eye on your progress. Regularly check in with each other about how you're feeling and what changes you're noticing. This not only keeps you accountable but also highlights the positive strides you're making together. By focusing on reflection, recharging, and reconnecting, you can ensure that the benefits of marriage counseling extend far beyond the therapist's office. It's about creating a lasting, positive impact on your relationship.